Hey guys, welcome back to Clownfish TV. This is Kneon. I am here with Geeky Sparkles.
Hello.
And Cracker Barrel gets an F. We're going to talk about them getting a failing grade for pay, performance, etc. from a proxy advisor, or you could just say, F Cracker Barrel. Or
it was last year before they even did this idiocy. So they already had, a low grade. There was a D by some groups, an F by others. For, these other companies, I guess it was proxies they were trying to take over probably. But the point is they were getting these bad grades on pay to performance.
Yeah, so let's talk about this. Is this that Big Laurie again? Is he pointing out that they're not doing so well?
I don't know. That
Mr.
was
Big.
I think that's somebody from Fox that was interviewing somebody. But you mean who did it? I don't know.
Yeah. We'll take a look. I haven't read through the article yet, but it's not a good look. Look, now that the cat's out of the bag, now that everybody hates Cracker Barrel, they're gonna start digging up all kinds of dirt on Cracker Barrel, and I can't believe we're doing another Cracker Barrel video. But
I just saw this today, and I was like, wait, so they were already getting, the execs last year were already getting questioned before this.
Oh no, and their stock has dropped 6.66% in the last month. Are they demonic? Are they gonna sell? Are they gonna sell Labubus in their shop now?
That's funny, actually.
So anyways, Cracker Barrel's the Antichrist.
See, their stock was already going down a bunch over the last couple years anyway, and after they brought this, CEO in, it's gone down worse. But now, it's gone down really bad since.
Yeah.
But apparently, there was already questions raised prior to this, debacle, kerfuffle, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, so here's the thing, right, man? At one point in time, they were like over $100 a share, $157 a share.
That would really suck if you bought it then.
Yeah, right. So yeah, the pandemic definitely they took a hit during the pandemic. But okay, so my thing is if you're brought into course correct Cracker Barrel, throwing out everything that makes Cracker Barrel probably isn't the right course of action. You need to go back over the last couple of years because you're doing good 8-10 years ago. Go back 8 or 10 years and be like, what did we do right back then that people were
not
coming
hire that woman,
not hire the woman from Taco Bell. So let's talk about this. Before we get into it any further, please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants, guys. You'll get a woohoo.
Woohoo!
Yeah, she looks like she would steal a ball from a kid at a baseball game.
I don't know.
She's stealing from investors. Go out to Kickstarter. A lot of you have gone out to Kickstarter. Geeky Sparkles, Glow and Ghouls retro enamel pins. She designed these pins herself. The glow in the dark elements are going to glow in the dark. Not the whole pin, but like the yellow element, the eyes and the moon and the ghost is going to glow in the dark. And they look pretty good. We got the proofs from the print folks. Or from the pin.
We haven't actually seen the pins though yet. So
no, they do a fantastic job.
You could buy one pin, or you could buy all of the pins. It's up to you.
You could buy Geeky now. If people want Geeky, so we had to make a Geeky pin for us.
I wanted the Geeky pin. Is that really arrogant to wear it?
I want to wear a pin of myself.
You can't tell it's me. He's much cuter than me. Anyway, let's get back to the point. No,
let's
it's not about me. Let's talk about idiocy, which is not me.
Cracker Barrel, this is coming from Fox News. Cracker Barrel executives earned a failing grade for pay and performance from proxy advisor firm last year. It says Glass Lewis cited potentially severe disconnect between pay and performance in 2024 report. They said their leadership received a failing grade in a proxy advisory's firm pay for performance metric last year before the company decided to move forward on ill-fated rebranding effort. A report by proxy advisor firm Glass Lewis in November 2024 ahead of a shareholder vote gave Cracker Barrel an F in the firm's proprietary metric for the company's 2024 fiscal year. The struggling restaurant chain also received D grades on their Glass Lewis's pay for performance metric in 2022 and 2023. The report
it actually got worse. It went from D to an F.
Yep. The report noted a potentially severe disconnect between pay and performance due to Cracker Barrel's performance relative to its executive pay levels among peer firms. Basically, if I'm understanding this correctly, they think the executives are overpaid for the amount of boom they're bringing to.
Yes, basically your pay to performance is not good. Like if you perform, you deserve what you get paid, but they aren't performing, and that was before they done it fucked up.
The proxy firm explained that while Cracker Barrel shareholders should be wary of the worsening level of disconnect between pay and performance in the preceding year, recognized that weighted average 3 years of average compensation was significantly impacted by a CEO transition when considered on its own. Her total target compensation was reasonably positioned below the median. Is that why they hired her? Because she was cheap.
Well, she's cheap, but you pay for it too at the same time. You need like a happy medium here, people. Happy medium.
When you get a CEO from Temu or Taco Bell, this is what you get. The proxy firm also said Cracker Barrel announced in May 2024 it would spend between 600 and 700 million on capital expenditures through fiscal 2027 when it had initiated pilot testing for its remodel. Well, that went so well. Maybe they can claw back some of that money.
I don't think they're going to, but yeah.
They said that move, along with an 80% dividend cut and slower traffic than expected in 2024, introduces significant uncertainty and contributed to a 14.5 single-day decline in Cracker Barrel's stock price following the announcement. And they're not going to answer Fox News. They think you're the problem.
Right, because they're still trying to say. I saw an article yesterday and it was funny. They're like, this is not addressing the bigger issue here, guys. The bigger issue with this whole situation is that, they all want to keep Cracker Barrel or, there, but their stocks drop. So people aren't even eating there. And then they're known for comfort food, for their fatty, butter-laden, batter-dipped comfort food. And the bigger problem is the fact that, it's unhealthy and they need healthier options. So basically fat MAGA people was basically the translation. Fat MAGA is why, Cracker Barrel can't be better.
You need more vegan options at the Cracker Barrel.
Basically, yes.
You need less. We don't like carbs, so let's not have any crackers at the Cracker Barrel.
I was just like, wait, so
did they
fat
say it was
MAGA
racist too? They thought Cracker Barrel was like
oh yeah, the whiteys were mad about Cracker Barrel and Target isn't doing what black people want or something. It was another one.
Oh, it says, yeah, and this is the rebrand is the brain fart of the soy latte sipping CEO who looks like she should be working at like a Target or something instead of Cracker Barrel. I'm sorry. She doesn't look like if you showed me this woman's picture, I'm sorry. She doesn't scream Cracker Barrel CEO.
No, not at all.
Like I joked that the CEO of Cracker Barrel should look like Burl Ives, smoke cigars, and like to go fishing on the weekends.
And that could be a woman too.
It could be.
We're not judging.
We call her Burl.
Ives, damn it.
Large Marge. You put Large Marge in charge of Cracker Barrel, and I might consider going back because I'm like, you know what? This looks like a woman who eats the food that they make. The greasy butter-laden butter biscuits. God, we just open a restaurant just called Butter, and just everything is just
it's called Butter,
drenched in butter and lard. And you like some biscuits with your butter? Here's a big we used to go to this place when I was a kid. It was called the Turkey Ranch, and I know it sounds like a whorehouse. That's the chicken ranch.
Actually, Turkey Ranch was not what I was thinking. It sounded like a whorehouse.
Oh, because they have the chicken ranch. They have the chicken ranch, which is where you go to get your chicken choked.
See, I've never heard that. So now you've taken away my innocent brain and polluted it with,
I did that years ago. What are you talking about? I polluted you. I polluted you years ago. Anyway, we used to go to this place called I don't even know if it's still around. When I was a kid, my grandparents used to take me to it. It's called the Turkey Ranch. And everything was like butter, but they had like the slab of warm butter in a bowl. They would just like drop it on the table and be like, as if there isn't enough butter in your food. Here's a big ass.
Some more butter.
Here's some more butter, and it's like lukewarm butter on a tray. And old people used to do that. They didn't put the butter in the fridge. They used to just leave the butter sit on the table.
They also used to leave grease in their pan.
That's a dairy product. Why is this video auto playing? Oh, because we need video. There we go. It's auto playing because Fox News needs video revenue. But like. Yeah, it was so weird. Like every place you go back then, they always had that. Then the new invention in the 80s, and I'm sure they did it before, but we were slow to catch up. But it was the little butter packets, like the little butter cups.
Yes.
And little jelly cups too. I used to boost those from tables. Like every place you'd go to eat with your grandparents, which Cracker Barrel is very much a grandparent. We went with my grandparents to Cracker Barrel, and
we did.
Squid King threw the beans on the floor. He didn't want to eat it.
Last week. No, I'm kidding.
Last week. No, he was like one. He's like, yeah, I hate these beans. He just like threw them on the floor. Like, what are you doing?
I'm so sorry. Anyway, going back to the point.
We had a point that they're it's a freaking disaster, and it's gonna take them.
So there was issues before the rebrand, and I don't know if the rebrand was their idea to like save it or what, but. And like, you know, they do, and they bring up some points. They have someone who's supposedly a custodian at one of these, you know, locations. And they said that, you know, having that little lattice divider, it's less dirty. And I do see that. I've said that. I said, I can see why some of the changes make it brighter. It'd be easier to clean. That being said, you could still make it look more like it did. You don't have to like make it look exactly like it did, but you need to keep it more similar than different. To me, it seems like if your walls are white and there's food involved, it's going to be a hell of a lot easier to keep clean.
Bars. You put
They
bars.
tried to argue that makes it easier to clean because you can see the marks. I'm like, no, it won't. They'll just leave them there.
Welcome to Cracker Barrel. You're trapped
Finger
in here
paint
with
in the
us.
wall, and then we'll leave it. We'll frame
wall.
it and say it's, you know, art.
Oh my God, guys! They're putting swastikas on the walls. They're finger
People
painting.
would. They would tell you to be smart asses.
They would. Yeah, that's not a good idea. But anyway, it's like, look, this company was already in trouble. Anybody could walk into a situation and be like, you need to lean into what people expect from Cracker Barrel and not turn it into another generic restaurant, right? And and then be so flippant about it too. It was just like, well, it's just racism. I'm like, yeah, this is like we covered Rotten Tomatoes yesterday, and we were talking about how they tried to spin it like, oh, we're not gamed, we're not on the take, whatever. It's just those nasty YouTubers, and they're probably all right too. And that's just kind of with Cracker Barrel too. They're like, it's just the Nazis. Just the Nazis are mad. It's like, no, that's not. You're missing.
Yeah, same
deflection.
With this. It's like even though you have the Democratic Party and Gavin Newsom, other people on the left saying this was a bad decision. They keep doubling, tripling, quadrupling down. It's just MAGA who's mad. It's just the white racists who are mad that they can't get their fatty ass fat food at Cracker Barrel.
That's what we're gonna call the restaurant. Fatty fat ass. Come get your fatty fat ass burger at Fatty Fat Asses, and your big stack of fat cakes and your fat ass coffee. It's just like a vat of coffee, but it's all
fat
cream.
In our food. If the power goes out, you can light it as a candle.
It's just like, yeah, their coffee is just a big like a 24-ounce
butter
cup
coffee.
with
Anyway,
just cream and some pats of butter floating around on top of it.
The cope is getting ridiculous. Like, it's just, you know, there's so many excuses, and they're going to keep blaming it on people.
Yeah.
But now it's turning out not surprising to anyone that there were problems before this.
Oh, yeah.
And they were getting bad ratings because they said that basically this person and the people in the C-suites were not doing their jobs, and they were getting paid too much for not doing their jobs. Of course, investors are going to say that because all they care about is the money they're making. If they're not making money, then they think you don't do your job. But here we are.
Yeah. She's just like, you can tell she's on like the crisis line.
Well, they did hire crisis firms, and then I still think it's funny it took 3 ad agencies to ruin. How many people does it take to ruin Cracker Barrel? 3 agencies.
Millions of dollars. Like, I think she needs to, if for no other reason, like she needs to be removed because she's obviously not a good fit for this brand.
No.
So anyway, we're going to wrap it up.
Yes.
Please subscribe for more pop culture news, views, and rants. Guys, we'll talk later.
Bye.
For more pop culture news, views, and rants, go to news.clownfishtv.com. That's news.clownfishtv.com.